Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you are having a great night. I wanted to talk about championship Saturday, and I wanted to talk about Ohio State, Indiana, Texas Tech, BYU, and Clem, not Clemson, Virginia and Duke, and in those teams. I wanted to talk about those games. Um, I'll start with the 11 o'clock game in the morning, BYU and Texas Tech. I think I think it's going to be a lot better game than the last one. I truly do. I think every time you play a team twice, it's harder to beat them. But I do think Texas Tech will win. I think having their quarterback fully healthy is really going to help that. Um, but I think Bear Montmeyer, I'm pretty sure he had a couple turnovers that really swayed the game for Texas Tech last time. I think Texas Tech is I think Indiana, personally, I think Indiana is the best team in the country, but I would say Texas Tech is number two. I don't think the Big 12 is that good. I don't think BYU is that good, personally, but I think Texas Tech's really good in that conference. I think Texas Tech, their defense, Jacob Rodriguez, I can't even speak. Jacob Rodriguez is one of the best players in the country, and he's going to be a first round pick at linebacker next year. He's a hell of a player. He's all the way around the field all the time. He's been at Wildcat quarterback, which is insane for a linebacker. Yeah, he's a lethal weapon at he's a lethal weapon. He's a lethal weapon at linebacker. Sorry, it's early in the morning. I'm talking about football, but I think I think Texas Tech's going to win in a close one. Um, it's probably going to be in the mid 20s. I'm going to say like 23-20, something like that. 23-17, mid to low 20s, somewhere around there. But I think Texas Tech will get the win. Chase Roberts and L.J. Martin's really got to get going for BYU. I think that would really be very impactful for them. And yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. It's going to be a good game to start off the morning slate for college football Saturday, championship Saturday. And the next one I'm going to talk about is Duke and Virginia. Yeah, I actually know who's playing. I just whiffed on it. But Darian Mensah, he's not a bad quarterback for Duke. I don't, if you want me to be honest, I've only really seen him once this year because I honestly did not think they'd make it. I don't think anybody thought they'd make it, if we're being honest, at 75. So I do know Darian Mensah. I watched them against Tulane, whenever that was. Tulane versus Duke, and Tulane won. And I couldn't tell you week 3 or 4, something like that, something around that area. Virginia's got a good team. They got that really speedy running back. I can't think of his name right this second, but he's really good. That quarterback's good. Um, they just, I mean, they've just been winning games. Virginia's not the most skillful team of all time, but ever since that Florida State game, when Florida State was ranked, I think they were 4-0 or something like that, and they just kept on winning games and got to the conference championship. Respect to them. They've had a hard last couple seasons for them, so all respect to them. They've had a lot of sad situations going in Virginia, so getting them guys together and going to an ACC championship game is pretty cool. I wouldn't be the expert on this, but I think Virginia's going to win. It's probably the one I least know about. Mm, 31-27, something like that. 34-21. Uh, I don't know. But yeah, I think Virginia's going to win. Should be an alright game. Let's be honest. I'm going to watch. I'm probably not going to watch much of that game. I'm probably going to be watching the Ohio State and the Indiana game. So, um, next game I'm going to talk about. I know I'm going like the night games, morning games. I know I'm switching over them, and you'll see why I'm doing that. I'm going to talk about Ohio State and Indiana. I, I, I'm telling you, I think Indiana can beat them. Their defense is really good. I watched them against Oregon. That defense don't play no games. And I watched them against Illinois too. That's probably the best 2 wins this year. But Ohio State don't even got Oregon to win. So I think they're more battle tested. That running back's pretty good for them. That receiver Chase Surratt, he's really good. Fernando Mendoza, he's a baller. That I think it's that linebacker 4. I don't remember his name, but he's really good. I got some good tall, lanky corners. I think. Oh, I think. I think they can beat them with their defense alone. I don't think. I don't think Julian Sands played that kind of defense all year long. They can get physical with them. I think it's going to be a really close game. This may be the best game of the day. I in my heart, I think it will be, and I think Indiana will beat them. But Julian Sand, as a redshirt freshman, has had a heck of a season. I wanted Alabama to keep him so bad, but hey, it's part of the transfer portal. It happens. Can't can't bitch about it. So, it is what it is. And I got Caleb Downs, Cardinal Tate, Jeremiah Smith. They got a lot of great players on that team, but Alvaro Reese. I mean, they got so many talented players on that Ohio State team. But I don't know. I just got a feeling that Indiana will beat them. I think the talent feed will not win that game. I'm gonna say I think it's gonna be a low scoring game. I really do. Like 17-13, 16-13, something around there. I think it's gonna be a teens game. Like if you like offense, it's not gonna be the best game to watch of the day, but I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a hard fought game. I think every yard's gonna be earned. If if Ohio State controls the game and gets the score in the 30s, then it's gonna be a problem for Indiana to keep up with them. But if Indiana can keep it in the 20s and the teens, I think Indiana's gonna win that game. I just feel like they're more battle tested than Ohio State is, even though they're a really good team. All respect to them, they're a hell of a team. But I don't think Julian Sand's been that much battle tested either. So we'll have to see. And you know the reason why I've been holding out. And last but not least, Alabama Georgia Part 2 this year. I got to be honest. I think Georgia's going to win this Part 2. I love Alabama to death. I'll always be an Alabama fan. I always have been. Ever since I was 4 years old. And that was 2005, 4, something like that. Somewhere around there. And yeah, I've been a fan ever since. I watched pretty much every game every year. I try to at least. But yeah. With that being said, I think Georgia's on a hot streak and Alabama's on a cold streak. Simply enough, I I think Georgia's a better team now than they were earlier in the year. But if Alabama wants to win, they got to get Ryan Williams going. I mean, it's really that simple. He was your he was Alabama's best receiver last year, and he's got to get going. I really do feel like Georgia's defense has gotten better over the years, especially their secondary. Their secondary looked horrendous, the first like 7 weeks of the season. In the last couple weeks they have looked a lot better in their defensive line. Their offensive line, really no. Their offense really ain't looked that much strides better, but their defense has. Jeremy Renard on the Alabama side's got to play a good impact. I think Zachariah Branch and Zach Fraser will have a good game in the running game and the passing game. Yeah, I think it's gonna be a close game, even though I think Georgia's gonna win. I think it's gonna be kind of like the game like last time. I don't think it's really gonna be much of a difference besides Georgia winning. But I think it's gonna be kind of like a game like it was in what week was that? Week 5, 6, something. Anywhere around there. I think maybe in week 5. I want to say, but yeah, I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be a hard fought game. I'm excited to be back in the SEC champ game against Georgia again. It's like every time we go to the SEC champ game, we got to meet Georgia in it. It's part of life. Death, Texas, Alabama, and Georgia championship game. Can never play anybody else. Actually, Florida every 15 years. Got to play Florida every 10 years. So, but all jokes aside, I think it's going to be a hell of a game. Jem Miller, I don't think he's going to be playing in the game. I'm pretty sure he's not. But Josh Cuevas should be back tomorrow. He was missing during the Auburn game. So if you want to know what I think that will happen, I think if it's a close game, like a 10 to 7 point game, maybe even 13, even reason why I say 2-touchdown game, because Alabama already beat Georgia, that they'll still get in it. I think if they lose, they'll still get in it, but it can't be like 3 or 4 scores. It can't be like a huge blowout because Alabama already won it's a rematch. So, the receivers got to be a huge deal. Hill, and I really want Riley because Jam Miller's hurt. I've been wanting Riley to play more, have more playing time all season long, and that's not been the case because I really like his running style. I feel like he's been better than Jam Miller to me, honestly, personally. I feel like he's been a better player. His north and south running is just he's smoother. I feel like he's smoother than Jam Miller. Jam Miller is like a passing running back protection, passing running back. I feel like that's what he fits for. He's not the best runner in the world, but he's good in pass block and catching out of the backfield. I feel like that's what he's best at. And Hill is a bruiser. Georgia's got 2 good running backs, Frazier and Gowins. I can't think of the other dude's name, but he's a good player too. I got 2 really good. 2 really good receivers. I think it's gonna be a hell of a game. I think all these games are gonna be good. Like I truly do. Even the Virginia and Duke game. I don't want to say that. 7-5 Duke making the ACT champ games. It's something else, I'll tell you that. But with the score, on the Georgia and Alabama game. I think Georgia's going to win. Probably 31-27, 31-24, 30-23, something around there. 30-20s. I think it's gonna be a good game. I hope Alabama wins. I'm never not gonna root for Alabama. Let me make that clear. But I have a feeling that Alabama's gonna lose. But we'll see. We're still 9-1 against Georgia. So, and Kalen DeBoer is 2-0 against Kirby. So, we'll just have to wait and see like everybody else. Anyways, y'all have a good night. I hope y'all enjoyed Championship Saturday. I'll be watching it here at 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock my time. I'll be watching it here at my house. And y'all enjoyed Championship Saturday. Have a good night. Peace.